Does making money and being a female have a disadvantage? Well, I'm going to give you statistical evidence based on my education in this industry as a business coach, as a wealth coach. Since 2014, I have noticed a certain pattern and behavior around women, and compared to men, there is a difference. So you need to know, guys. So stay tuned to this video, men and female. You both need to watch this and see what you think. Hey guys, welcome to another YouTube video. This is Hither, Mann, founder and CEO of Fortune Academy, and I want to teach you how to retire young and early. So if you're new to my YouTube, then please subscribe to my video. You're going to have many more videos like this, plus topics around money, mindset, Forex, whatever. Like, I just want you guys to be super wealthy, happy, and fulfilled individuals. Now, being a female, I have a little chip on my shoulder. I don't know if you can see it, but no, I don't. I have a chip on my shoulder regarding women and just the way they are about money. Now, believe it or not, I'm in a male-dominated industry, which may or may not be a surprise. I'm in the property and the financial trading and taking companies public, and I'm doing a very man-made industry. Like, sounds stupid because I think men and women should be able to do everything equally, but we have a proper difference and a pay gap issue, and this is why it happens. So I just want to discuss why women are taking the small game and why men are able to take a big leap into like making money and not feeling guilty about it, and this is a major problem that really hits home with me. So I'm going to give it as it is. I'm going to teach you what you guys need to do as females. When I keep saying guys, I know what I'm saying, but you know what I mean. Like, I'm saying to you females, you really need to pay attention to what I'm saying here, because I feel like this is really going to help you guys to be better with money. Okay, so first of all, understanding why this has actually occurred. Let's think historically. We're in 2020, which is a pretty, well, I can't say we're more advanced. We're quite an advanced generation of people, but we're not there yet. We're nowhere near equal. If you think we're equal, then look at the difference between men and women in pay gaps. Same job role, massive pay gap difference. Look at the CEOs. I mean, like, there are a lot more of them, and I love that the women are really stepping into a massive CEO role on multinational corporations, on listed companies. Like, they're making a name for themselves. So I'm not saying that there's no women out there, but there's just not enough. And certainly the women I come across in Fortune Academy, they're very they've got a bit of trepidation when it comes around money. So this is what I'm finding. The problem we've got is that historically, men have always been the breadwinner. They have been the traditional, typical male who just, is the one who goes out to work, and women have to be like little damsels in distress. We have to be at home. We have to make families. We need to cook. We need to know how to clean. And that was the criteria for women back in, like, I don't know, way before I was born, because I certainly have not ever been a fan of that. I think my mum once tried to make me believe that that's how women should be, and I very quickly, for some reason, I always knew from a young age, like, hell no, am I going to be doing that? That this is not me. Because I'll tell you why it was not for me. I grew up watching women doing exactly that, like being the subservient little female that just has kids, whether they want them or not is besides the point, but they were having kids, cleaning, cooking, trying to look nice, and that was it. That was their role. And they got physically beaten up, and angry men. Just like, I grew up with lots of horrible alpha men around me, men who celebrated being like physically abusive against women, and it was okay, it was accepted, it was kind of like the norm. So obviously, I hope you guys understand from my point of view, growing up watching my dad being abusive to my mom, and thinking, my God, that's because she can't stand up for herself, because she's got none of her own money and he does everything. And I definitely wasn't interested in that life. So my life quickly took a change of events. As soon as I had money, I knew that I'm never going to be anything like my mom, and I'm never going to be with anyone like my dad. And that's maybe something that, if that's something you've gone through, then I'm grateful for the bad experience in your life, because then you have got the guts to step away and say, yeah, I want to be my own woman, and I'm never going to allow someone to treat me like that. So if that's you, then fantastic. I really hope that it works for you, because then you're going to be driven, you're going to have enough drive within you. I know you're going to make it. But for many women, they see their mothers in that role, and maybe they've had a good upbringing, and maybe their parents were happy, and therefore it's very hard to break that mold. You know, for me, it was kind of easier because I didn't like what I saw growing up, so I could change it. But from others who are comfortable, and that's the biggest problem, when you're comfortable being so female, and you love your mom being the housewife, you know, it's very hard to break that. And then the problem is now, it doesn't matter what your mom and dad were like, this time we live in is so different. So if you are a female now, you need to pay attention to making your own money, because the most amount of divorces are happening based on money problems, and women are putting up with bad behavior in relationships based on, you know, they can't provide for themselves and they need to have the money from the partner, and you know, this is a mess. So to get a bit more self-worth, you need to have more money, females. Okay, so this is like super important in my life. I feel like you guys all need to have it, men and women. They need to have their own money. Now, how can a female improve their money game? Number one, ask yourself, where has your relationship with money come from? Look at your mom, look at your dad, understand, growing up as a child, did you have any role models that were females and making money? I'll be honest, there weren't many. Okay, so that's why I hung around men and just stepped into a male dominated industry. I wanted to be like the guy, but like, you know, my driving force. But if that is something that you struggled with, then you need to have more female role models. And I'm glad we live in a YouTube age and influencer age where you're gonna find lots of females making their own money. So love it. We need more of that. Secondly, I need you to stop relying. What's your money habits? Like, if you are relying on your partner to do everything, you know, if you rely on them for the house, you rely on them for the car, you rely on them for, I don't know what other security, because I've never done it. So I find it so cringy when I see women doing this. I think, why are you selling your soul for money? Like, have your own. But if that's what you're doing, then you need to nip that behavior in the bud now. That means start making your own money. And that's why I love financial trading, because I have mothers coming to me that have, you know, had to change their whole life because they can't go back to work, and they have this kid with them all the time, and they're sick of being at home talking baby language because they have no choice. They're like, what can I do from home? Financial trading. That's what I really, really believe is good for you guys. Like, financial trading is something that every woman can do, male obviously as well. Next, set up something that you're a leader in, you know, like be a leader, because I don't feel like major change can happen either. If you're in a community, it really helps. Hence we have Fortune Family, we have Facebook groups, we have all these amazing people talking to each other on the Facebook groups. But secondly, I think being a leader, being, you know, lead in your environment, like watch who your friends are. And I want you to lead by example. So understand who are the conversations you're having with. Like, as a female, I'm guessing you are on your phone a lot. Most females are, probably maybe just as much as men, I'm not sure. But there is a lot of females using Instagram, Facebook, whatever else. Look at what you're following. Like, understand the behavior of what is the social media, digital information telling you about life and money. Like, unfollow the rubbish, you know, like really just start pulling up just inspirational male and female role models. They don't have to be female, all of them, but females do help. Hence follow me at Hither Mann on Instagram, and you will find I will constantly give you something to think about every day, because I post my own content, I write my own stuff, because I believe that it's the most authentic if I do it. So I will every single day make you aware of what you might be doing wrong, you know, just something that will keep planting the seed, watering that seed, that will kind of make you think like a more independent female. So number one, look at who did you get your money beliefs from? Where did you grow up? Like, how did you see money and women growing up? If you've had no examples there, then you need to create your own examples. Secondly, look at your social media, see who are you following, and understand that you need to unfollow the stuff that is not helping you, because that is subconsciously filling your brain with trash. Like, everyone should just sit and do makeup tutorials, you know, and you know what, it's a big industry, but unless you're doing it professionally and full time, don't think that industry is like, you know, going to make you loads of money. So I'd rather you just start somewhere and do something real. And that's why I love financial trading. Like every female should learn financial trading. I feel like it gives you the edge. You don't need to have a business. You don't need to create anything. You can just do it yourself. And that's where Fast Track Forex comes in. If you want to create your own business, amazing, do it. You know, and that's part linked with number 3. Last thing I want to tell you guys is be a leader. Like honestly, talking about the social media thing was one thing, but I really wanted you to see, who do you talk to as human beings? Like who are your friends network and your people network? I want you to replace them from, if you're a new age, like let's say you're a new mom, I guarantee you're going to be speaking to lots of moms. Now, most moms haven't got that much inspiration in their financial life, you know, unless you've got a working mom, like someone who's got a business and a mom, then yeah, keep that one in your friend network, but kind of distance the ones that are just full-time, you know, at home moms. I want you to be around someone who is money, like who's thinking about money and making moves in the money market, something business related, you know, career focused, something that will keep you feeling like, yeah, I need to up my game. Find people like that. Now, if you haven't got enough of those, that's where YouTube, social media comes in. Like follow people and get a mentor. The best thing in the world you could do is invest in yourself, which means invest in your education, because that's better than everything in the world. Learn about you. Learn about improving you and how you can make money. And this has got to happen now, because how many years are you going to carry on with the bad behavior? I'm sick of seeing a pay gap difference between men and women. I'm sorry if I sound like I'm having a rant, but someone's got to do it. You know, it's people like me who are slowly going to make more women think that, yeah, you know what, why should I settle for second best? I need to step up and not be intimidated by men. And if it is intimidation by men, well, then that's a whole different conversation, because you got to ask yourself, what is it that you're intimidated of? And it comes down to working on your self-esteem, self-worth. You are a genuinely incredible underdog when it comes to a male-dominated environment, and that really does help. So there are so many ways I can help you. I certainly would love to help you. There are millions of ways. In fact, you can jump on any of the links below and you will see there's a Millionaire Mindset workshop where I actually give you coaching on how your mindset, business coaching, everything works. You don't need to join any of those if you don't want to. You can just read books. Now, I can give you some book recommendations. The best one around understanding yourself would be this one here. So Psycho-Cybernetics is really, really good. So this is written by Maxwell Maltz, and I feel that you can really benefit just from reading a book like this to understand what your mindset is doing. Because once you understand that, you're really going to be 10 steps ahead of the game, because it all starts from you. I have said it many times, mindset before money. So I hope that helped. I hope that made sense. I'm really excited to work with women trying to push their game and elevate them. And the most common things I see is all self-image related. You know, they're worried what people think. They're worried about, maybe I've made a mistake. Maybe I look bad in front of these guys or women or whatever. But it all comes down to self-esteem. If you have really strong, bulletproof self-esteem, you're going to be, you know, ready to play the big game. So let's start there. Work on yourself, work with me. I can accelerate that process very much. I do one-to-one coaching, I do group coaching, you know, and this is something I do for lifetime programs as well. So if you have any questions, click on the link below, speak to my team, and we'll definitely tell you what, which way to go. There is a free strategy call with my team. So there's like no strings attached. You can ring them up you can book a call via Zoom. They will speak to you and they'll know exactly my programs because they're on them and they can tell you exactly what you may need for your, game plan that you're trying to achieve. So that's all I'm going to say for you for right now. I think that's all you need. So really excited to work with you in the future. And even if nothing else, please, please, please read this book or read a book on anything that makes you feel stronger, more secure in just stepping up your game. So thanks guys. Remember, subscribe to my channel, write some comments on how you felt this video has helped you or what extra help you need. I will be looking and replying to comments and I'm very, very excited. Thank you so much. Look at all the links in my description as well for further information about what Fortune Academy does. And remember, step your game up, girls, because we need to do this together. very excited. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.